What's up, YouTube? I'm Z-Town Train, and this is just a basic dude vlog, and this is fishing story day. We're doing a story because we had an interesting day yesterday. It was a lot of fun, real interesting. So I like to go through Facebook Marketplace and look for old stuff, historical junk. Generally keep it cheap because, you know, like, this is a cheap gear channel, but that's not because I only, you know, it's because I like cheap things. I don't like spending my money on a lot of things. But when you see a cool deal with a story behind it, that's when you go and you look. The story's worth the money. Now, most of the junk you find on Facebook Marketplace ain't worth nothing. Even the nice things on there, there's a reason people are selling their stuff. It's because it's not any good anymore. Usually, you know, 95% of the time. 5% of the time you'll find something good, or you'll buy a whole bunch of things from one person and put together something good, like that little Berkeley lightning rod back there with the Daiwa on it. That was a couple different things from one guy for next to nothing, and kind of put some stuff together, got one reel and rod out of it that works real good together. Now, I saw these rods on Facebook Marketplace, and they are old, beat up rods. But I like to take apart the reels and work on the reels and look at the reels. That's what I like. So first off, this brown rod, which is just eat up. Now, cork's bad on the rod. You know, the line, God knows how long that's been on there. And if you look at it, but what's interesting, now let's talk about what I find interesting about it. Look at the eyes on that bad boy. Look at the shape of the eyes. You see what I'm talking about? That's what it's supposed to be shaped like. It's meant to have this curve on the eyes there, on those guides. It's got just the most interesting shape. And then if you look at the reel on this, that is a Garcia Mitchell 306, right? And he's worth between 30 and 50 bucks, but I'm not selling him. At least, you know, that just not right now for sure. That is a Garcia Mitchell 306. It's in great shape. It still has the name brand on it right there. I do not know what brand that rod is. I do know that the two-piece rod don't come apart no more, and she looks like she got gnawed on by something. Who knows? Maybe a dog ate it. Kind of looks like a dog ate it. But that reel is amazing. It's between a $30 and $50, maybe even a little bit more. Garcia Mitchell made in France reel, 306. It's a saltwater reel, but this hasn't never been used in saltwater, and you can kind of tell. And he kind of said that, he kind of let on. And then the other is this beaut. Check this bad boy out. Look at that handle, isn't that interesting? This one's not all ate up, and that's an old Shakespeare Wonderod. That's an old fiberglass rod. See the spun fiberglass? It's a beaut. It's not as old as the other one, and we're more into conventional eyelets with this Shakespeare Wonderod. And he has this old Spin Master Pro Series on him. And it's another saltwater reel that's probably never been used in saltwater. It doesn't look eat up the way that the old reels always kind of do when you use them in saltwater, except pins. Pins seem to hold up. But these ones... Now, I want you to notice something. These old reels have plates on either side that do not go up underneath of this spooler, right? This bail and this spool shroud right here. These plates can come off to service your reel on these old reels. New reels, like your Shakespeare Tigers, your newer low-end reels, and a lot of the upper-end reels, these plates are no longer designed to come off easy. The plate goes up underneath of where this spools to make it to where you can't open it up and oil it and service it. So it adds in planned obsolescence to something like a fishing pole, like a Shakespeare Tiger. I know they last a long time. I beat the crap out of mine. But it adds in planned obsolescence. These old reels do not go up underneath there. So you can remove this plate, oil your bearings, and really service your reels, because this was a time period when stuff had to last. We didn't live in this throwaway culture where you get a new phone every 2 years, and you get new this every 2 years, you do that in 2 years. Now, I paid $20 for those rods. They probably are not worth, in the current condition, a lot of money. Now, I could take those reels, clean them up, probably sell them for 30 bucks a pop. The paint's a little bad on one of them, But I'm not planning on doing that. I am going to take them apart and clean them up. I might press that Wonder Rod into service because I launched I launched a Shakespeare Tiger 3 off the Matlacha Bridge. I had it baited, casted, set it down, turned this way to put the bait on my nice pin Fierce Combo 4 there, and it, before you could blink, that pole shot 10 feet in the air and 20 feet out in the water. Something got a hold of that. I had some cut squid on it, and she's gone forever. It's not coming back. And I just watched it sail out into the ocean, watched it sail out there, and went back to baiting my hook. Because what are you going to do, man? You ain't going to do nothing. Anyway, the poles are not really the story. It's always the people. The stuff you get's never the story. The story is the people. So, talking to this guy, it turns out that his dad was this expert bass fisherman. And he had a tote, a big Rubbermaid tote full of just soft baits. And he wanted to sell me this tote for $40. And if he had had the tote in the ad and said that he had it and would sell it for $40, I would have a giant tote full of rubber worms sitting here right now. And I'd have a completely different story to try to explain to a lot of different people. But instead, after buying the poles, he sent me home with some stuff, man. He just gave it to me. So I got these nice culprit wiggletail worms right here. And I got these ones right here, and there's little crawfish in there. And these are $5, $6, $7 a piece soft baits, bags of soft baits. And these purple ones here. And these are really interesting. Cedar Key series Hurricane. It's interesting that they say Cedar Key on them because these were made in California. These culprit baits are from right here in Florida. In Claremont, Florida. Those are awesome. I can't wait to fish those. And then a big old bag of Zooms. Look at those bad boys. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bags of soft baits at $5 a piece, basically. Maybe with one worm used out of each. That's amazing. All kept sealed in different kinds of bags and things inside this tote so that they wouldn't go bad. Oiled, you could feel the oil on the oil of the bag so that it holds the moisture into there so the rubber worm doesn't go bad so early. And so that's 6 times 5, we'll call them 5. That's $30 right there. Then he gave me these crazy chatterbaits. Look at these, man. That is a wild chatterbait. Look at that bad boy. And I was telling him how for the past couple of months I keep getting skunked, but then he hooked it up. Those are easy $5 a piece lures too. There's $5, $10, plus $30. That's $40. Not counting the poles that I went there to get. He just gave this stuff to me because we sat and talked fishing for a while. Met his wife, really nice lady. Gave me a bottle of water out in the other side of the city that I'm in right now. And so, I mean, it was just the coolest story. I thought he was an awesome guy. I'm really stoked to use these. These are, this is prime largemouth bass. They have these bass down here called peacock bass. And I'm excited to catch a big one. I want to catch a big peacock bass this year. That would be my goal. Probably selling off the new bait caster rod. Maybe. And just buying another spinning rod. I think that I was trying to reinvent the wheel there. Maybe I just got hooked into a fad. I'm not sure. I don't know why I'm just not catching on to the use of this bait caster, really. I mean, maybe it's me. Maybe it's because I'm a left-handed fisherman with Coke bottle glasses and no rhythm. I don't know, man. But every time I cast it, I blow it up. And it doesn't matter what I do with the settings. Just every time I cast it, that thing explodes. Just a rat's nest every single time. It's the craziest thing. I'm probably not going to just quit on the whole deal. But I'd really like to get a nice new Daiwa spinning rod, I think. I like those Daiwa brand reels. And then I might, because I launched my Tiger 3, one of my Tiger 3s, off into the sunset the other night. I might press that Shakespeare Wonderod into service. I don't know yet. A lot of it depends on how cool it looks hanging up. We'll see how they look once I get the reels cleaned up and those poles cleaned up and I get them hung up on the wall. We'll see how they look. Anyway, I just wanted to tell you guys this story about this haul. Man, I couldn't believe how much stuff he gave me for just buying some old rods off him and having a conversation. So we're going to use all this bait. We're going to use the bait from the last couple videos. We've been casting on those already. I kind of like them. And we'll come back and talk some more. I'm Z-Town Train. This is just a basic dude vlog. And I'm out of here, man. You guys have a great day. Enjoy your day. Have a nice day. That means you. You have a good day. Bye-bye.